Hey, deep divers. Ever wish you had a personal mental coach, like right there in your pocket, ready to help you whenever things get stressful or you need to really focus?
That would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Well, today we're diving deep into the world of AI-powered mental wellness. And guess what? It turns out that idea isn't so far-fetched anymore.
It's amazing how technology is being used to not only help us address mental health issues, but to also, proactively improve our well-being.
Totally. And get this, the company we're focusing on today is Eon Reality. You might recognize them for their awesome work in VR and AR for education and training.
Oh, yeah, they're doing some really innovative things.
But here's the twist. They're now using their tech expertise to create something totally different. A high-tech personal trainer, but for your mind.
They're calling it the AI-powered mental skills assistant. And the idea is that it guides you on like a personalized journey of self-discovery and mental growth.
Okay, that sounds really interesting, but how does it actually work? What's going on behind the scenes?
So it starts with what they call a conversational assessment. Basically, the AI engages you in a dialogue to really get to know you, like where you're at emotionally, your thought patterns, and of course, what you're hoping to achieve.
So it's not just giving generic advice. It's actually figuring out a plan that's specific to you.
Exactly. It's like having a personalized mental wellness expert right there on your phone.
Wow, that's pretty cool. No more reading tons of self-help books and trying to figure out what works. The AI does it for you. Okay, so after the assessment, what happens? Does it just give you a list of things to do?
No, it's way more interactive than that. Based on the assessment, it suggests specific exercises and techniques that are tailored to what you need.
So it's like building a mental toolkit, but it's personalized.
Yeah, exactly. It might suggest breathing exercises for managing stress or something called cognitive reframing to help you, challenge negative thoughts.
Cognitive reframing. That sounds interesting, but I'm not sure I really understand what that is.
So it's a technique where you like examine your thoughts. And if you find those unhelpful or, negative ones, you try to replace them with thoughts that are more balanced and realistic.
Okay, so if you're thinking, I can't handle this, the AI would help you find a different way to look at the situation.
Yeah, it might ask you things like, well, what evidence is there for that thought? Or are there other ways to think about this? It helps you become more aware of your thought patterns.
I like that. It's like the AI is helping you become your own thought detective.
And here's the coolest part. This AI goes beyond just suggesting techniques. It actually helps you put them into practice
Oh, well, how does it do that?
through what they call immersive simulated scenarios.
Wait, simulated scenarios. So virtual reality for your emotions.
Exactly. Let's say you're dreading a tough conversation with your boss. The AI could simulate that conversation so you can practice different approaches and get real-time feedback on how you're handling it.
So it's like you can test out different ways of responding, get feedback, but without any real-world consequences.
Right. It's all about learning in a safe, supportive environment.
Okay, so this is pretty high-tech stuff. Who is this mental skills assistant really for? Is it just for people who, have serious mental health issues?
Not at all. It's designed for, well, pretty much anyone who wants to build stronger mental skills and just, do better in today's world.
I mean, who doesn't face stress and challenges, right? It sounds like this AI could be helpful for all kinds of people.
Yeah, exactly. Whether you're a busy professional, a student dealing with exams, or just someone who wants to feel more in control of their emotions, it's all about empowering people to take charge of their well-being.
So this mental skills assistant, it sounds amazing, but can we actually see it in action? What does a session look like?
Yeah, for sure. Let's say someone's feeling totally overwhelmed at work and they just can't seem to focus. You know that feeling, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been there.
So they might tell the AI, ugh, I'm drowning in work, I just can't concentrate. What do you think happens next?
Hmm. I guess the AI tries to figure out what's going on.
You got it. First, it acknowledges their feelings. Like it might say, it sounds like you're really feeling overwhelmed and having trouble focusing. Let's see if we can figure out what's causing this and find some ways to help you feel more in control.
So it's not just jumping straight into solutions. It actually takes time to understand the person's situation.
Exactly. It might ask some questions, like, what specific tasks are making you feel overwhelmed? Or what do you usually do when you start to feel this way?
So it's gently guiding them to uncover what's really at the root of the problem.
Yeah, and imagine they say something like, well, my workload has doubled and I have constant deadlines. I usually try to just push through it, but honestly, it just makes me more stressed.
Ugh, I think we've all been there. Just trying to power through when we're already at our limit. What would the AI do then?
Well, it might gently point out that, while pushing through is a natural reaction, it isn't always the best way to deal with stress.
Yeah, true. Sometimes you gotta try a different approach.
Exactly. And the AI might even suggest that, pushing through could actually be contributing to the focus issues.
Oh, that's interesting. It's like realizing that your coping mechanism is actually part of the problem. So how would the AI help them change that?
Well, it might suggest starting with some breathing exercises, just to kind of calm the nervous system and create some space.
Okay, that makes sense. Just taking a moment to reset.
Right. And then it might start to address those negative thoughts, like the I can't handle this kind of thoughts.
Yeah, because those thoughts can really spiral and make everything feel so much worse.
Totally. And that's where cognitive restructuring comes in. The AI might ask, is there any evidence to support that thought? Or are there other ways to look at this situation?
So it's helping them challenge those negative thoughts and like find a more balanced perspective.
Yep. And through that process, they might realize that the I can't handle this thought is more based on fear than, actual facts.
Right. It's all about perspective.
And the AI might help them reframe that thought into something more, empowering. Like, I've faced challenges before and I can figure this out step by step.
I love that. But even with a calmer mind and a more positive outlook, they still have to, actually get the work done.
Hmm.
Does the AI help with that part?
Of course, it might introduce them to the Pomodoro technique. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, yeah, the Pomodoro technique. It's like that time management method where you work in focused bursts with short breaks in between, right?
Yep. And the AI might even create a virtual, like, distraction-free workspace for them to
Like
practice.
a virtual workspace. That's so cool.
Hmm.
But with all this personalized guidance and support, is there a risk of like becoming too reliant on the AI?
That's a great question. The goal isn't to create dependence. It's really about giving people the tools they need to manage their mental well-being on their own. The AI is more like a coach or a guide, helping them develop their own, like, inner resources.
I see. It's about empowering them to be more independent in the long run.
So what's next for this AI? Are there any, like, future upgrades in the works?
Oh, absolutely. Eon Reality is constantly innovating. They've got some incredible plans for the future of this mental skills assistant. So some pretty exciting things are coming down the pipeline for this AI.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What kind of upgrades are we looking at?
Well, one of the most interesting things they're working on is integrating biometric feedback into the experience.
Biometric feedback, what does that even mean?
So imagine the AI could actually like sense your stress levels in real time.
Whoa, wait, how would it do that?
It could use, maybe a wearable device or even analyze your voice.
So it's like the AI can actually tell how you're feeling and then adjust the session based on that. Exactly. If it senses your stress levels are like spiking, it might suggest a quick breathing exercise right then and there.
Oh, wow. Or like if it senses you're feeling super motivated, it could give you a more challenging task.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's like having an AI that can read your mind and body.
That's incredible. Talk about personalized support.
And speaking of personalization, they're also working on some really advanced algorithms to make the whole experience even more tailored.
So it's not just about what you tell the AI, it's about the AI actually learning who you are,
A
like
bit.
on a deeper level.
Exactly. These algorithms would, analyze everything, your responses, your progress, even your personality traits.
That's wild. But mental health and well-being, they're not one size fits all, right?
Hmm?
Different cultures have like different approaches to these things. Is Eon Reality thinking about that?
Oh, definitely. They're putting a lot of effort into adapting the mental skills assistant to different cultural contexts.
Oh, good, because
Right.
that's so important.
Yeah, it's not just about translating the language. It's about understanding those, subtle cultural differences in how people view mental health.
Makes sense. So the AI can provide guidance that's actually relevant and respectful of people's backgrounds.
Exactly. They want to make this technology truly accessible to everyone.
It's pretty amazing to think about how technology is changing the way we think about mental wellness. It feels like we're on the verge of something really big.
I agree. It's exciting to see where this all goes.
So, to our listeners out there, we'd love to hear what you think. What stands out to you most about this AI mental skills assistant? What are you curious about?
Or maybe even, like, what are your concerns?
Yeah. And beyond this particular AI, what steps are you taking to, take care of your own mental well-being? What tools or techniques have you found helpful?
We're all on this journey together, right?
Absolutely. And we can learn so much from each other. So keep exploring, keep asking those questions, and as always, keep diving deep.
Until next time, stay curious.